Hi Kelly, how are you today?
I'm doing alright.
Okay. Well, so last time you were here, we discussed a little bit about how CPS was called to your house to make sure your children were doing okay. So do you just want to summarize for me what happened?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I have the two twins. They're 6 months old and a 5-year-old girl. My daughter, the girl, had just gotten home from kindergarten, and then my husband came home, and I was cleaning earlier that day, and I dropped one of my husband's favorite lamp posts, so it broke on the ground. He came home and he saw that, and he got really upset with me, and he kind of knocked me out, and I was unconscious for a bit. So the neighbors, they heard something, they heard a big, something break early in the day, so they came by, and they kind of came inside and saw me on the ground, so they called the cops. So yeah, that came.
So were the children in the room when this happened?
Yeah, the twins, they were in their room, and they were crying, I think, and then my 5-year-old, she was there, she saw it. I think she was, they said she was, came up to me and was trying to wake me up, and she was crying and scared of her father.
How does it make you feel that your children are upset and crying and are scared of their own father?
I don't really want them to be scared of him. He doesn't hurt them at all. He's always really good with them. Sometimes he yells at them a little too much, but he's never hurt them. I guess I don't like that they see when he hits me.
Yeah.
Or something.
Do you usually say anything when he's yelling at them?
No, not really. Usually he'll just yell at them, and then they'll come to me afterwards, and I just hug my daughter, hug her, and just tell her everything will be all right.
So it sounds like you're a good support system for your children. So how does the abuse or just your relationship in general, how does it play out in your everyday life? What are things that happen?
Okay. Well, I'm a stay-at-home mom because I have the twins, and so my daughter comes home from kindergarten at about 4-ish, and then my husband comes home at 5 or 6 from work. Then usually I'll have dinner ready for him. Sometimes if I don't, or I don't fix something the right way, he might get a little upset with me. But we try and eat dinner together as a family because I think that's important. But then I guess after dinner he just sits on the couch and watches TV for a few hours, and we just kind of go to sleep.
Okay, so you are a stay-at-home mom. You spend a lot of time at home cleaning and cooking and taking care of your children. So do you want to talk a little bit about your father recently passing away?
Yeah, my dad, he committed suicide 2 years ago, and back then, I was still with my husband, but we weren't married yet. My dad, he didn't really like him a whole lot. I guess he could kind of tell that he was hurting me sometimes, and he didn't like just the influence on me that that my husband was giving me at the time. So he supported me, my dad, he supported me really well, and he always tried to comfort me and just help me. And we already had my daughter, she was 3 at the time, so he would help out with her a lot. But and after he passed away, I guess that's when I kind of got the freedom to marry my husband. Now that he wasn't, I didn't have his disapproval, so we just got married.
So his opinion meant a lot to you then, since you waited to get married.
Yeah.
So how are you coping with losing your dad? I know he was really important to you.
Yeah, it's been hard. I had one good friend at the time, and she would come over a lot. We would hang out. She would help me with my daughter too. I don't know. It's been kind of hard, and I don't really talk to my husband about it a lot because he didn't really like my dad. So sometimes I used to cry a lot, when my husband was at work. But it's gotten better.
Well, it's great that you have that support system. It sounds like you're doing really well coping. So the CPS visit, we have to set up some goals and things that we would like to do to improve the relationship and the situation for your children. So do you have any goals or ideas that you think we could set up?
I mean, I guess if it ever seems like my husband's getting really upset with me or something, and the kids are home, I can just make sure the twins are in their room or something, and I can maybe call someone, and my daughter can go over to their house for a bit.
Who would you be someone that you would trust to let your daughter go stay with?
I have a friend. She lives about 20 minutes away. She'd probably come. And she has a few kids and they like to play together.
Okay.
A lot,
So one of your goals would be to separate the children from the fighting and the environment and taking them to a friend's house. What else could we do?
I don't know, maybe something for my husband, like to help him maybe control his anger a bit more, especially around the kids.
Maybe you guys could go to like an anger management session together. Do you think you'd be open to doing that?
I don't know, maybe if it came from like someone else, but I think if I told him that, he might get really mad.
Yeah. Well, we definitely want to make sure you're safe, and we don't want him to get mad at you. Let's see. What about things that you could do at home for you and him to help strengthen your relationship and kind of lessen the fighting?
It'd be nice if he would help me around the house more, but I understand he's tired a lot when he comes home. Maybe I can just work on, preparing the dinner better, making things that he likes, and just making him comfortable at home.
So I hear you saying that you would like a little bit more help around the house and with everyday stuff, cooking, cleaning.
Yeah, that would be nice, because he just kind of comes home, eats, and watches TV, and goes to bed.
All right, well, maybe we could work on ways that you can approach that situation so that it doesn't lead to an argument. So, okay, for our next session, I think that we have set up some really good goals, and we should just see how throughout the week that those goals have been implemented. All right? It was good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Mhm.